this movie commits a really big movie sin, which is that it was all a dream.
Yeah, I was gonna ask as well in terms of how you felt about that trope.
Yeah, so this is another one where on paper I should, like, if I put on my review ahead and start, marking cinema sins and whatever, right? Like this is just not how you do it, right? First of all, the character has not really accomplished very much, and second of all, it wasn't all real, it was all in her head, and it's not even a big twist because when she seeks shelter from the tornado in the beginning, the evil neighbor who's been going after her dog just outright turns into the wicked witch. Like it's not even a reveal, it's not even an Easter egg or something like that. It's not something you're supposed to figure out later. It's made clear right from the beginning. And honestly, like, this is one of those things that actually surprised me about the movie because I had always heard this as a fan theory that people had come up with the theory that this was all a dream, and then there would be like, here's a 40-minute YouTube essay that proves that this is a dream. No, but this is so obvious. Everything from the actors in the dual roles to how Dorothy gets to Oz to her just waking up in the end. Like, it's not ambiguous at all. It's kind of interesting because this is not in the original story. This was a studio mandate. Like, in the original story, Dorothy literally travels to another place and then comes back. For whatever reason, they thought audiences wouldn't buy that, so they turned it into a dream. So it's not even original, like part of the original story. Almost always, if something was just a dream, that kind of undermines the story, right? Because whatever challenges the character overcame did not really happen. Whatever sacrifices they made, they didn't really make. And I do think that this highlights kind of the one case where it's fine, which is her, Dorothy's experiences and realizations and insights that she gains through her adventures in Oz are what's real, right? She is changed by that experience, even though she didn't actually go anywhere, and even though none of it really happened.
Yeah, I agree because at first, I'll be honest with you, in terms of how I felt about the whole it's all a dream. I thought it kind of like lessened the gravity of like the adventure.
And normally, like, these kinds of studio mandates don't make the story better, right? Usually they water it down and they often kind of dilute kind of the point of the story and whatever, right? And everything from making, like, adding in mandatory romances or mandatory action sequences or something to make to increase a story's mass appeal, it almost always makes the story worse. Where you can very clearly see, okay, here was the good idea, and then we had to pile in other stuff that doesn't really belong, and that just makes the movie less coherent, and you get something that's more generic. It's like this should be on paper one of those things where it was just a bad idea, and I still don't really see how it makes the story necessarily better. It's just, it doesn't kill it. The movie breaks a whole bunch of rules and it still kind of works. Like, if I was just watching this as an adult just by myself, it's not it's not the greatest, right? I can imagine, like, if I were to rewrite the Wizard of Oz, right, for adults, it would, like, there would be, like, Dorothy would have more of an active role and she would contribute more to actually defeating the witch and all of that. But I think just for what it is, I think it works quite well.